Hey guys, it's Nicole. We're at Chicks Quilting here to do our tips and tricks. I can't ever say it. Tips and tricks with Chicks Quilting here on Tuesday. So I have some very exciting news. If you have not heard yet, Two Chicks here in Ganado is a BERNINA Longarm dealer. So I figured today to jumpstart that and to let everybody know, I wanted to give you some tips over the BERNINA Longarms. So BERNINA Longarms come in a couple of different sizes. They can also be put on the frame or sit down machines. You have the Q16, the Q16 Plus, the Q20, and the Q24. So what that means is just the different sizes in the throat space, and then some of the features do change with the machines. So what I'm working on or giving you tips about today is the Q20. Majority of everything that I'll be saying about this machine does go across the board for all of them. So we're just going to go ahead and start off with this machine. One thing that I want to point out is that the machine head does have a little bit bigger than a 4-inch color touch screen on the faceplate. It has dual cone holders back here for your cones. It also comes with a needle threader. So on the machine itself, you can thread the needle. So it has a needle threader, and I'll just show you real fast. One thing that I like about it, looky there. While we're in this area, let's talk about the BSR. So that's the BERNINA stitch regulator. The stitch regulator is actually built in onto the machine on the stitch plate. So that means no encoders. No encoders. How important is that? So as long as there's fabric there going over these stitch regulators, you get the perfect stitches. You have your door for your bobbin area, so your M-class bobbin. You also have a thread cutter right here on the side. Let's talk about this lighting, because y'all seen me thread that needle. What about this 50 bulb strand of LED lighting built on the machine, so you can see everything that you're doing right here? Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have the adjustable handlebars that are also programmable. So I know whenever Julie's on the machine and then I get on the machine, I'm like, Julie must have been on here, because she programs her buttons to certain ones, and then I go back behind her and change mine, because we all like to make sure that everything is according to how we like to quilt. So it's nice to be able to adjust those handlebars to make sure that we're quilting at a comfortable level, and then we can program the buttons to do what we want them to do, so we don't have to go search on the screen or have to figure out, okay, well, this one does this. Oh, nope, this one does that. It's what we want them to do. Let's talk about now, there's so many great features on this machine, the bobbin winder. What? Yes, there is a bobbin winder on this machine. So there's no going to a side table or worrying about having to buy pre-wound bobbins, because everything is right here on the machine. It does have a separate motor, so in case you're running the machine and you don't want to be wasting time, you can also wind that bobbin at the same time. Some people do it, some people don't. It's a preference, but it's there just in case you want to do that. Julie's going to be so proud because I'm talking about this, because it's a hush word. Nobody likes to mention it. Tension. What? Tension? Yep, we're talking about tension today. This has the easy tension. So when we thread the machine, we thread it all in here, and then inside here, it does the tension for you. So that is called the upper tension control. There's no more worrying about, okay, is my tension right? Nope, I need to go over here, or I need to change here, or I need to get my bobbin correct. Because once you set your bobbin case to the right tension that it's supposed to be, it takes care of everything in here. So as long as you have your bobbin case correct, you have it threaded correctly, you don't have to worry about tension anymore, because it takes care of it all inside there. So let's see. Next. Yep, all the threading's up front. You don't have to go to the back. You have a hand wheel right here for any reason that you need to move the hand wheel up and down. There's no more on other machines sometimes have the hand wheel to the back where you have to turn it. So you're able to control that here. Let's talk about the needles and the feet real fast. So BERNINA's really cool because they take a standard sewing needle. So you can take your domestic needle and put it right here in this bad boy. So what that means on top of that is you're not putting your needle in backwards. It has a flat back, so you know the flat back goes to the back just like your domestic machine. If you wanted to, you could stitch with a double needle, a twin needle. Think about how awesome that quilting will look with a twin needle. So you have your 2 cone holders up here at the top, run those both through. Your tension's going to be great on it, and then run it through the 2 needles, and you can sew with a twin needle. The feet, as long as the feet that you're using on the domestic is appropriate and can be used on the long arm, you don't have to buy 2 separate feet. You can take this foot and take it back to your domestic machine, and the domestic foot, you can bring it to your long arm machine. It has a quick, easy lever, so all I'm doing is pushing my lever back, forward. It drops that foot off for me. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't cleaned it, so if you see any lint, we just had a kids class. So it's a little lever right here. I just pull it towards me. It drops down. My foot's off. I put it right back on that post and reconnect it. Super easy, super fast.
Can you show them how easy it is to take the needle plate off?
Yeah, yep. So there's no screws on this needle plate. All we have to do is just, let me take my foot off first. We just hit this button right here, and it pops it right off. So you can get all this easy cleaning. Like I said, we just had a kids class. All that easy cleaning. You can also do your oiling very easily right here at the top. For these frames, for these machines, there's also different frames that you can get with them. Depending on the size of machine or head that you get, depends on what frame you'll be getting. We have sit-down machines. We have lift machines that go up and down for those sit-downs. We have 2 different types of frames that you can pick from. Those also can have lifts on them to make them go higher and lower. And then you have the options that you can do pantographs, groovy boards, or the Qmatic, which is the program, the computerized program for it. So let's look at that just real fast, Julie. Look at this huge desktop screen that you can be working with when you're doing Qmatics. It talks to the sewing head, so you can talk back and forth with it. But how great is this big screen to do all your programming, get all your designs set up, and to get quilting on it? It's huge, and you can see everything greatly with it. So I'm just sitting here thinking, what else have I'm going to double check my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything, because this machine has so many great, awesome features to offer that I didn't want to leave anything out. So Julie's behind camera. Is there anything else that you can think of?
I can't think of anything without going too deep.
Yep, but that's just a couple of tips for you guys to get to know the BERNINA Longarms, or sit-down machines, if you will. And if you have any questions, wanted to test drive them, need any information, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us. So we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.